Picture this. In the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close out even, and your wife brings you sandwich and chips, just as you get a double kill bot lane. So how's your day going? Bitch. Now ladies and gentlemen, that is what we in the business call an undisputed gamer moment. Gamer moments are a key component of what we know as modern society today. But what exactly is a gamer moment? What makes up a gamer moment? A gamer moment is a phrase used to refer to a strange or shocking situation in a humorous way. I burn the hair off my nuts with a match. That's a gamer moment right there. True. Game moment is when something so epic happens that when you're gaming some games with some gamers that it just blows your mind of the swagness and epicness radiating off your monitor onto you. Did you just skeet on my forehead? Now that is a gamer moment. Or a gamer moment can be when a person, often a gamer, uses the N-word without being in possession of an N-word pass. When used in conjunction with epic, the impact is lessened. Only used when the situation is not explicitly racist. Did you hear about PewDiePie's gamer moment?
What a fucking...
I almost had an epic gamer moment yesterday. Okay! This is true. This is actually so true. To tell the truth, there is no right or wrong way to gamer moment. Whether it be anger, joy, sadness, frustration, gamer moments are defined by emotion. Or for the purpose of this video, every time a game makes you go, hey, that's pretty neat. There are two major categories of gamer moments. Those experienced in the way that the developers and writers of the game intended, or dependent gamer moments, or those experienced completely free from any scripting, or as I like to call them, independent gamer moments. To best portray these two ideas, we can compare Naughty Dog and Rockstar Games. In Uncharted 4, Chapter 11, Nathan Drake and Sully are making their way through a bustling marketplace on their way to a clock tower. The player can choose to interact with the marketplace, whether it be to buy ancient artifacts, soak in all the details, or just watch the spectacle of the world around them. Look at the monkey! Nathan is a monkey dad. Eventually they make it to the clock tower, but the door is locked, so Nathan and Sully climb around. They get into a broken window. Nathan climbs some cogs, you solve a puzzle. Nathan's in the basement, you solve a puzzle. Nathan gets a phone call. Phones are being tapped. The enemy knows where he is. They run. And then like fucking there's a car chase flying through the marketplace. There's absolute destruction. It's like, Nathan, drive any better. It's like, oh, I'd like to see you try. And then, oh no, Nathan's brother Sam is in trouble. We need to fucking help him. So then Nathan Drake fucking Spider-Man grapples onto him on the bridge, just fucking flying through. There's water underneath him. Absolute mayhem. It's insane. It's crazy. It's cinematic bullshit. And then you are hopping between cars and motorbikes, and you are just killing so many people. There is just shooting, and then you hop on the bike, and then the bike flies through things in the giant van shooting at you, and there's just bullets flying everywhere, and it's a fucking nightmare, but it's also like really cool looking. There's so much shit happening at once, and it's very exciting, very enthralling. It's safe to say that's one of the more memorable sequences in Uncharted 4. I think it's undeniable, and we can all agree that that was an epic gamer moment. However, all players will experience the exact same sequence at the exact same point in time in the game. This is neither a good nor bad thing, but it is undeniable that it is what makes up a dependent gamer moment, and a linear game in general. To contrast this, we have the sandbox that is the massive open world in Red Dead Redemption 2. Chapter 4 in the game, and Arthur and the gang are currently hiding out in an abandoned mansion about here. And through this playthrough of the game, I was trying to do 100% of everything the game had to offer. One of the side missions was one of Strauss's debt collecting missions. This particular mission at the time had asked me to go collect debt at a house just on the coast, not far from the place the gang was staying. So on my horse I had a peaceful trot around the coast to go collect the money, and on my way back I was about to go progress the story to the next mission, where I was attacked by a wild cougar. Upon killing the wild cougar, it had given me a perfect pelt, which was quite valuable to me at that point in the game. So with the pelt as a new priority, I changed my route, where instead of going straight back to camp, I was going to head to Saint Denis. So after taking the new route to the new heading, which was actually a more unique and scenic route instead of the one I would have normally taken, I had stumbled upon an absolute monstrosity site of all kinds of horrors against humanity. If you don't know anything about Red Dead Redemption 2, this sounds disgusting, but if you've played this game, you probably know that this is one of a few clues that a serial killer has left behind around the map. At this point in my playthrough, this was the third and final of the clues, so when I'd gone over to inspect the site and got the last piece of the map, it had some drawings on it. The drawings spelled out a map and a key code and a drawing of a abandoned building with a vault door. And now because I've played this game an embarrassing amount, I did not need to pull up a wiki or anything. Just looking at the crappy drawing, I knew exactly 2 places it could have been. First location was in Scarlet Meadows, which honestly I think matched the drawing better, but I was wrong. It was instead between Valentine and Wallace Station, and using my nerdy-ass gamer knowledge, I'd found the place I need to go. Then you find the serial killer, and there's a whole cutscene where you confront him, and you can either kill him, or you can take him to the prison house, or you can just leave him. But either way, I'd found him by accident. It was tangent upon tangent upon tangent. Or everything that happened in that sequence of events was because of my curiosity or my luck, and none of it was essential to my progression through the game. It felt very rewarding for it to go from this place to this place to this place, and it was definitely a key example of what makes up an independent gamer moment, free from any scripting. Again, this isn't inherently better or worse than what I experienced in Uncharted 4, Chapter 11, but because I came to all that by myself, it was a little bit more memorable, a little bit more meaningful, and a lot more unique. It is so fucking hot today, man. Throughout Untitled Goose game, you play as a degenerate of a goose. He goes about threatening the lives of those living in a small English town, who all hate him, evident by their anti-goose signs they all have ready for him. Towards the end of the game, your last location is a model of the town you spent your time terrorizing, complete with a castle and a bell. As your last heist, you break down the castle, steal the bell, and noisily evade everyone through town to bring it back to your nest. As you approach your nest, you have a moment of peace. There's no one chasing you, there are no threats. You are just about to reach the finish line. And I wish I could tell you the sound I made when I first finished the game. It was such a fun surprise of an end, seeing the hole full of bells, clearly indicating that the goose has done this time and time and time again, and it's far from his first time. It's such a cute ending, it's such a fitting ending. This is one of my favorite types of dependent gamer moments, those that you want to see everyone's reaction to it. I had never had it spoiled, so I had no idea. It was really fun. Unfortunately, I might have spoiled it for you, so if you haven't played the Goose game, I'm so sorry. Sometimes the real gamer moments are the enemies we made along the way. There's nothing quite like ruining a stranger's day in a game that doesn't really matter. There's nothing quite like having your day ruined by a stranger in a game that doesn't really matter. The player versus player environment is the birthplace of most epic gaming moments, whether it be personal experience or a sea of GTA funny moments compilations or COD trickshot compilations. I have enough GTA Online clips for a whole montage channel, honestly, and most of them consist of this, this, and plenty of that.
Asking Spotify to play my nuts.
Speaking of montage channels, some of you might actually remember this used to be a Apex Legends edit channel. Those videos are currently unlisted, but I might make them public. Some of them are honestly like not that bad. Like, I mean, it could be worse, basically, is what I'm saying. How the hell else do you think I fucking learned how to edit, dude?
Bam, bam. Damn, boy! Don't let your kids watch it!
Many game moments are made in Sandbox Games, whether it's something you built in Minecraft, alone, or with friends. Maybe it's the base you built in X survival game. Maybe it's the family you care for in The Sims. Maybe it's doing something incredibly inhumane in any Just Cause game. Or maybe you use the tools in said game to create a vibe and you absolutely soak yourself in it.
Wanna see Nirvana, but don't wanna die. Wanna feel it, I don't come by for all my life. Been waiting for you.
To conclude, game moments come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. Some that make you feel like you're the best player that's ever touched a controller. Some make you cry. Some make you want to break something. And others make someone else want to break something. What holds them all together is the gamer goo and our gamer brains that we love so much. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, sayonara. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I wish you the happiest Fortnite season. Have fun out there mining and crafting and drifting on these hoes. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, goodbye.
like having my balls kicked. Did you see my message?
Well, no, I didn't. My name is Skylar.
I like having my balls kicked. I like being kicked in the balls.
What's up, guys? Good evening and shit. It's like 10:49 p.m.